in the Muslim Youth Organization and learned of the principle of tolerance or accommodation and tolerance that the leader of our being just shared with us, I was even more excited about the visit, because I wanted to see very much that society that took the position that I feel very much convinced that Muhammad the Prophet took, prayers and peace be upon him, and that was the position of a person totally devoted to God and rational. If we can't understand our leaders and follow our leaders with our good common senses, with the brain that God put in our head, something's wrong with those leaders. I will not follow any leader just with my heart or just with my spirit. If I can't follow him with the common senses that God gave me, I'm going to follow somebody else, look for somebody else to follow. And I believe Prophet Muhammad is, importantly for us and the world, the prophet that was established upon the excellent intelligence or the excellent rational mind of the human person, and at the same time the excellence of faith. Both. He was established in the excellence of faith and also in the excellence of intelligence, human intelligence, a rational mind. And because of that, he is the last prophet and the last example to us. He didn't just represent that, he applied it. He applied it for the establishment of the Ummah, the Muslim community in Medina, the first government of Islam. He applied it for the establishment of the Muslim Ummah. He applied it for good relationship with non-Muslim nations. Do you know Prophet Muhammad had good relationship with Christian Ethiopia of Africa? First nation. They didn't believe, they weren't Muslims, but he had good relationship with them. And he had good relationship with really the Christians of Europe. And you read the Quran, God revealed the religion to Prophet Muhammad and recognized the excellence of the followers of Jesus Christ, even though we are told by God that they have strayed and most of them are corrupt, but a few of them are believers, and they want to see advance the same good that the Muslim wants, of the Ummah should be devoted to advancing. The same good. So God pointed that out to us, and because of that, the early Muslim Ummah had good relationship with the Christians, most of them. And the early Ummah, the early community under Muhammad the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the prayers and the peace be upon him, in its earliest days, it had extended the hand of friendship, accommodation, and tolerance to the Jewish community of Medina. But the Jewish community, there were elements in the Jewish community who were devils. They were Satans. They were the followers of Satan. There were elements in the Jewish community of Medina who were devils, and they helped create hypocrites in the ranks of the believers, caused a lot of trouble, instigated a lot of trouble for the Muslims, within the ranks of the Muslims, and also with other people, other tribes that hadn't converted to Islam, etc. So then the separation came, separating the Muslims from the Jews. But never has God said in the Quran that all Jews are bad. Never has a prophet roused his community to hate Jews per se. Never. And in our Quran, God tells us of the Jews too, say that most of them are corrupt. God, I bear witness, most Christians are corrupt. I bear witness, God. Most of the people who call themselves Christians, they are corrupt. And I bear witness, God, most people who call themselves Jews, they are corrupt. And God, I bear witness that most people who call themselves Muslims, they are corrupt. I bear witness, God. I am a witness. Yes. So I'm attracted to the people of Malaysia, mainly because of what the Muslim government stands for there, and because of their support for that Muslim government, the support of the non-Muslims for the Muslim government of Malaysia. I'm attracted to that country, and I hope that we'll have another visit soon to Malaysia and follow up on the proposal that we presented when we were there to Abim, the president of Abim, and the Secretary General of Abim, and to the Deputy Prime Minister, who used to be the Deputy Prime Minister's second man in the power structure, in the political power structure of Malaysia. The Deputy Prime Minister used to be a student of Abim and also an officer of Abim. I met him, very wonderful person who one day be the Prime Minister, number one man, we think. And it could come soon, we don't know. Next election, who knows, if he chooses a campaign for that position. But we're satisfied with him as number two man. We'd be satisfied with him if he was number 10 man. The wonderful person, and we are happy to know that such persons are in the top leadership of the government, and the Muslims are making such wonderful contributions, not only to the good life stability of the Muslim community, of the Muslims of the Malaysian community, but also they are making that contribution to all the citizens of Malaysia, whether they belong to one religion or another, or whether they belong to one nationality or another. This is wonderful. I didn't believe that I didn't think that there was a Muslim country on this earth today that had such an open mind, open policy towards the public in general, and had such a pluralistic makeup in its citizenry. So this is wonderful. I'm very excited about our future relations with the people, especially the Abim, this Muslim organization, and with the establishment of the Malaysian people. We hope to have an association with them. We hope to even work on dawah materials with them. Myself with their learned people, some of their learned people, some of our other imams, our learned imams, will also be working, inshallah, with some of their learned people to put out materials jointly, authored by a Malaysian and also by an African American Muslim. That's what we hope. And we also hope that we will benefit from their institutions of learning, especially the International University, Islamic University in Malaysia, and the mosque there, beautiful, very beautiful too. You would just love the visit if you weren't going there for any other purpose but to sightsee, go sightseeing. You would love the visit. It would be more than worth your ticket just to go there for sightseeing, especially if you're a Muslim. But there are so many other benefits that you can get just by going there, and we hope that one day we will benefit from the institutions of learning. We hope that we'll also benefit from a study of their culture, of the Malaysian people's culture, how the different ethnic groups and the different people with different cultures and different cultural backgrounds, how they are living together in peace and working for one nation, the one country, Malaysia. We want that in America, and we're getting it. It's coming gradually because most Americans now of good minds who are leading their people, they are supporting that.